Hey guys, what's up? It's Olivia. You know what time of year it is. Bachelor time. I did not watch last season of The Bachelor with Colton. I just felt he was super duper fake. So I'm excited to watch this season with Peter. Although I am afraid because I love Peter so much. And I don't want to see him be a little man-ho. And I don't want to see him make bad decisions because then I'm not going to like him or respect him. So I hope he does a good job this season. But anyway, this video, as you guys know, is just gonna be my initial reactions to the first episode. Please share your reactions down below, your top picks, who you like, who you don't like, etc. So I actually watched this episode at 2 different times. I watched the first half where they were just like coming out of the limo on I think the night it came out, Monday night. And then I didn't actually watch the rest of it, so the cocktail party and the couple of dates and around coming back until like 2 days ago. So it's possible that I've forgotten a lot of stuff that happened. I don't remember any of their like one-liners as they were coming out of the limo. But this is just, again, initial reactions. So based on the packages of the girls beforehand, I have really good vibes about Madison. Madison's the one, let's go over. Madison is the one that he went on the one-on-one date with, and I do feel like she's an awesome girl. I really love her energy, I love her vibe, I do feel like she's genuine. Now you might have seen on social media that actually this week, she posted a photo of her date, and then under it, she herself, her same account, commented, "Wow, Madison, love you, you seem so genuine." Or it was something like that. So people were like, "Wow, yeah, so genuine. You forgot to go to your Finstagram to comment that. You stayed on your regular Instagram account by accident. Yeah, that's real genuine." But when she gave a response, well, I don't know if she gave a response, this was just a quick recap I read. Someone said that her sisters actually have access to her account, so it was one of her sisters who just forgot to switch back, which to me makes sense. I think that's valid. As people noted, she was getting tons of comments already, so why would she go to a Finstagram to make one more positive comment when she was already getting hundreds or thousands, I don't know, I haven't looked at the post, of positive comments. It makes sense to me that if you're like, hey, I go far in this thing, my social media is probably gonna get big, I'm getting, you know, brand deals from all these people, it makes sense to me that you would give your sisters your login info to kind of help you go through deleting rude comments or, you know, going through brand deals and things like that. So despite that, I still do think she's genuine. I think she's really awesome, and I do think she would be a good fit for him. Again, based off one episode. Someone that I did not like right away from their package was, shoot, what's that girl's name? Hannah Ann, I think, the model from Knoxville, Tennessee, where, yeah, Hannah Ann. I don't like her. Right away from her package, I did just feel like this was fake, and I felt like it was just one of those, you know, I'm a model, but there's so much more to me, and I'm going on a reality TV show to show that there is more to me than being a social media model. And like, I do have a friend who is an actual model, and she is like the nicest, most genuine, sweet person I've ever met in my life. So I'm not saying like, oh, all models are that way. Just her vibe seems fake. I don't like it. She and Peter did seem to hit it off. You know, what's hard about the rose ceremony, as you know, she went back to him. She talked with him 3 different times and then got the first impression rose. So she did get to speak with him actually 4 times during the first cocktail party. What do you guys think about that? First of all, let me know down in the comments below. I think, I don't know. I think if you want to go back for a second time real quick, fine. But the fact that she went back for like a 3rd time, I don't think that's okay. Also, the other girl came up to her and was like, hey, I had no time with him. You have talked to him. You already had a super long conversation with him. We're going back for seconds. Like, just so you're aware, other girls haven't spoken to him yet, so like, please be mindful of that. I thought she was super respectful in that way she did that. And then Hannah was like, yeah, well then go get your time too. I hope you get time with him. I wish the best for you. Here's the thing, Hannah Ann. There is only a set amount of time for this cocktail party. right? So I did the math a little bit ago. Let's say it was 6 hours straight of cocktail party time, okay? Let's say that's the amount of talking minutes that Peter had outside of probably the several hours worth of actually moving from location to location, doing individual interviews, talking to producers about stuff, getting moved to a different part of the room, etc. Say there's like 6 whole hours. There's 30 women. That leaves 12 minutes for each woman to talk to him. So if you're going over that time, and I know 12 minutes does kind of sound like a lot. I don't know how long the parties are. Maybe they're only 3 hours in length and they only have 6 minutes of time with him. Who knows? Whoever it is, there is a set amount of time. So if you keep going back and taking up more time, you are taking time away from other people. And it's not a situation where it's like, oh, all these girls are just hanging back and they're not confident and they're not going for it. It's they're politely waiting their turn. They're seeing, oh, okay, someone's talking with him. They just started. Okay, I'm gonna try to go after this, but at least give them a couple of minutes. Like I would want someone to let me have a couple of minutes. And she just kept going and going and going and going and going back. So I don't like her. Let's talk about Kelly. This is the girl that he actually met a month before when she was leaving a friend's wedding. He was leaving a high school reunion. They met, and I thought it was actually really heartwarming how Peter was like, oh my gosh, I wish you would come. Like, I've actually been thinking about you since then. I'm so glad you're actually here. I'm glad we actually get to connect. And I think it is cool that they actually met outside of The Bachelor. Yes, it was in the context where she was like, hey, I'm gonna be a Bachelor contestant. Maybe I've got my interview coming up. And he was like, oh my gosh, you are? So they kind of already met like under that circumstance. But again, it was in real life just a chance meeting. And I think it's really cool that he did feel that spark with her outside of being on the show. As far as the whole cheating during the group date to get that sunset airplane ride with Peter, I can believe her if she was like, I didn't know how strict the rules are. I was just trying to get to the finish line. Like, I can believe that. Also, the other girl being butthurt about it. Like, yeah, I get being butthurt about it, but one, nothing's gonna change if you actually go talk to her at the end. What is that woman's name? I believe it's Eunice, who is the flight attendant. Her being all butthurt and bringing it up at the end to Kelly, that's literally gonna make no difference. Like the one girl talking to Hannah Ann about like, hey, this is a cocktail party. There is a set amount of time. Please be mindful. That's something that she can take and be like, oh, okay, yeah, like let me be mindful of that. But talking to her about something that already happened, that's literally not gonna change anything. Also, at the end of the day, it is up to Peter, and he could have said, hey, you cheated. Eunice was the one who actually followed the course, so I'm gonna take her. It's his decision at the end of the day, so if something doesn't happen like you thought it would, it's his decision. So don't get mad at the other girls. Before we move to that second date where we'll talk about some Hannah Brown, I'm gonna talk about some of the other contestants that I have thoughts or feelings about. I don't like McKenna. McKenna is a 22-year-old fashion blogger from Canada. I think she's gorgeous. I think she's really pretty, but I really don't like her. I never thought I would be this person who's like, oh, she's so young, like she's so mature, because I'm only 23, but that is the vibe I get from her. She's like, I'm already in love with Peter and I know we're meant to be, and I'm gonna go after what I want. Like, I don't know, it's just her whole vibe. I don't like it. She seems kind of catty already, and I don't like her. Natasha, she's the one who was like, I'm mysterious. Saying you're mysterious kind of defeats the purpose of like trying to be mysterious, don't you think? Her vibe is a little bit weird to me. So yeah, that was weird. And then her conversation with Peter where she was just like, yes, you need to get to know me. Or like, I'm an open book once you get past the mysteriousness of me. That was kind of weird. And then someone else, was it Hannah Ann that interrupted that conversation? I don't remember. Someone interrupted their conversation and went and talked to him. Oh, I think it was McKenna through the airplanes. I could be wrong. And then she went back and like threw another airplane at them and was being really just like, I don't know, she's like retaliating kind of. It just seemed incredibly childish to me. And like, I get it, emotions are high, it's been a really long night, y'all have alcohol in your system on top of like, there's a lot of nerves, but I don't know. I thought her behavior was really weird. Courtney, guess how old this woman is? I thought she was like 40. She's only 26. And I don't know, Peter was like, I really like your eyes, so that's cool. I was just super confused when she came out of the limo because, honest to God, thought she was like 40 years old. There were a couple of girls that I also got good vibes about. Don't remember their names, I'll look it up later. But here are their pictures. They just seem nice and like genuine and happy and positive, so had good vibes about them.